guys. Okay, so today you guys have the assignment of adding your photos to the drive for your new assignment. It will be a paper landscape, so there are examples on the page that I gave you guys to look at, but this today is about figuring out like what you're actually going to be making. So I encourage you to think through places that you enjoyed going. Think through places that you enjoy being, or some place that you want to go one day. And then, because the main goal of these is to be a landscape, when you're searching, make sure that you have that typed into the search box that you like. So I went to Rhode Island one summer with my grandparents, and it was amazing. That was an incredible trip. But I'll type in the word landscape to help me find a landscape that works for it. Some landscapes are going to work better than others, so keep in mind like you're going to need to find something that has a decent amount of detail so that way you can have a more engaging artwork, but also you're not wanting to have anything that has any people in it. So I am going to rule out that if it has a person in it, then we are not going to do that assignment. So when I'm looking at these, I think that I really like all of these. Another thing that I did in my search was make sure that I had the tools setting turned on. So if you click on tools in Google and then make sure that you have large photos, this will ensure that you're able to use these photos instead of getting one that ends up super pixely and then we can't use it. So I actually really like this image here that looks like it's someone's photography project, because I remember going to the beach and just being amazed by like all of the rocks there and like the fact that the beaches were so rocky. Another one that I thought was really cool was this one, because it is like I remember walking out on these rocks and then the waves crashing like violently, and like it was an amazing experience. So this could be another one that I use. When I'm looking through, I also see ones like this. So boardwalks and anything that's like straight through the middle of an image, I will give you a little bit of a warning. That's fairly difficult to do. So if you choose to do something like this, just a warning, it's pretty difficult. So I probably wouldn't do that. The same thing is true for roads that are just like straight and narrow down one section. Some other things, so like this little steeple on the beach, that could be another good one. I can see where like the grasses could be a layer, this could be a separate layer, the background could be a layer, the house could be, or the little steeple could be a layer. All very cool. I also really like this fishing boat. It could be very interesting, or this one with all the different sailboats, because Rhode Island is kind of known for all of the different sailboats that they have. And I actually think that I do want to do one with a sailboat. So I'm going to find one that I like with sailboats now. So now I'm going to change my search, Rhode Island landscape sailboats. And that comes up with a whole new thing, including like a stamp, which is kind of interesting. I think this is a really good image though. My only concern is that it's on Pinterest. So when I hover over it, it'll tell me how big that image is, and that's pretty important to know. So if it is 800 or up, we're good to go. If it's under 800 for the amount of pixels that are in it, we're not good to go. So I'm going to click on this image, and then I'm going to go to open image in new tab. Once it's there, I can copy that image and put it into the drive. So that'll be the next video.